Hello again. This is Dan McGrew with Mortgage Machine. Have an exciting guest today. Melissa Whitehead is with me. Hello, Melissa.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm wonderful. Nice and hot here in the Texas state.
Yes, it is. Well, today, folks, I'm excited to show you, as we've talked about Mortgage Machine and all of the different components that it has and what it offers. The people that use it and the ability for efficiency and to be able to do things quicker and faster. And today, I have an expert on the Mortgage Machine side that is one of those folks, a user of the bulk insert functionality. So, Melissa, if you would please tell us just a little bit about yourself and what do you do with the bulk insert Mortgage Machine?
I'm currently in servicing, and I do loan transfers and conversions, so loan boarding as well as transfers in and out of the servicing department. We utilize Mortgage Machine for post-closing, and once the loan funds, then it triggers me to go and put the loans into the servicing system. The bulk insert feature has allowed us to do things quicker than running a script or running a bot, which requires more programming. Basically, the bulk insert feature is a report or whatever type of format you want to use for your data, creating a TXT file, saving that, and then it basically maps to the fields that you create in Mortgage Machine, and you basically click insert, and it flows right into the system immediately.
One of my favorite things that stories when I'm talking to Jeff about Mortgage Machine is he tells me the story about in 2017 that he was doing about 750 loans a month, and he acquired a company that was doing about half that. And he said that in his group that he had 3 people in post-closing. In the group he acquired had 27 folks. And he said after he acquired them, he still did the job with the combined volumes of both with 3. So would you say that bulk insert has something to do, you're on the back end, so would bulk insert have something to do with creating efficiencies for not only you, but any other lender that make things run, more efficient and quicker? Would you say that's accurate?
That's very accurate. And the features that Mortgage Machine offers is that you can basically take any field, so it can affect any department that wants to use the feature. It can flow from all the way from the operations side whenever you're setting up a loan to register it, all the way to where closing and funding, warehouse line, post-closing, capital markets, final docs, accounting, and then servicing.
Oh, wow. Have you ever worked anywhere else where they had a tool that was similar to that?
Nothing to this degree that it was so simplistic. It was always more convoluted, required a little bit more technicalities. This is like the most simple method I've ever seen.
Is there any way you could show us, give us a little peek of it?
I sure can. Let me share my screen. In Mortgage Machine, they can assign you kind of an admin feature that allows you to do the bulk insert. You pick the fields that you want to use as bulk insert. This sprocket right here takes you to the area once they allow you access to use the feature. And these are some of the various, bulk insert, items that people have created. An example that I can show you from a capital market side that would be via post-closing would be something like the Ginnie Mae pool import feature. And right here it shows, this little pencil will show you the fields that you can select, which they've already pre-selected, where they can go in and put in the commitment number and date, expiration, as well as the investor. So this could be Ginnie Mae, it could be Fannie, it could be Freddie, whatever investor that you've assigned that's been allocated or hedged. And I'm going to show you another one. Some of the times the accounting department, they would use one for wire transfers, and the wires, let's see here. Here we go. I just saw it right here. Wire transfers. They've got the wire key reference. They've got transfer amount, sent date, received date, canceled date, everything that they would need to load into the system to track a wire. And then I was going to show you for servicing for my area. We've got some fields called servicing lookup fields. So after the loan funds and then they sell it to the investor, or we decide that we're going to go ahead and transfer it to the servicing system, we have certain fields that we can use to show what amounts we've sent over or what date we've sent over, and some other various features that we can update in the system. And those can carry over to some other fields that's probably a whole nother training area to discuss. But just to give you a quick glance from the servicing perspective, they have special built fields for when it does go to servicing to show what we actually sent to the servicing system. So say, for instance, you purchased a loan and it had a amortized UPB or escrow balance, and it may not match what you actually funded. This is the actual transfer balance we received from a prior servicer, which gets a little more technical if you don't know about acquisition loans. But it shows you the features that are available for the bulk insert from a servicing perspective. And we can go through one of these samples. We'll do a bulk data insert of something just really simple for the servicer whenever we transfer the loan. So servicer update. Right here, we can put a loan number, the key, transfer notice sent dates if you're using the system for goodbye letters. But we're just going to, for now, just do a simple one servicer key for a quick update. And right here shows the area where I created the actual data values. And this was from an Excel. I saved it as a TXT. It's literally just the loan number. This happens to be the servicer key, which is predefined in the system whenever you set up all your controls in Mortgage Machine. So here it's going to go and say, oh, column 1, let's keep this right here. Column 1 is actually going to be the loan number. So column 2 is going to be the servicer key. And right up here, you can say the loan number is defined in column 1 versus down here. And then you're going to start importing at row 2. That way you can accommodate your header record right here. Choose File, Servicer, upload a new, and see right here, it shows the loan numbers, it shows the servicer key, and then you load it into production. And it gives you a message that says your process has begun, and then it sends you an email message once the process is complete. So if we wanted to go back and check what this had done, you can actually go to this loan. It's going to happen that fast. We can even go look at my email real quick just to see the subject that it gave us. It gives you a do not reply, bulk loan summary, 8 rows processed successfully. And then we'll go look at the loan and I'll show you where it actually put the information. Post closing. This is after the loan's purchased. This shows the investor went to Jenny Mae, and I just updated the servicer's click and close, which is assigned this key of 826. So that quick.
Wow, how about that? That's very impressive. Thank you for showing that, Melissa. Let me ask you this question. If you didn't have this tool available to you, okay, and you were using something else, okay, what would be the difference in time? Is there any way that is it even possible to estimate the difference in what you just did to how you would have to do it if you weren't using this?
I mean, you think about the man hours of just doing data entry. I mean, back in the day, in the old banking days when we had proof operators and all these fun things where you actually had to key everything in manually into fields. Now with API, as well as this bulk insert feature, you can literally just take, thousands of record, whatever maximum you want to set. So we can set in our system, a maximum of 500 and a maximum number of columns, just so that you don't bog down the system during peak user hours. But it's obviously, you can still use it during evenings if you wanted to run something really large. But for day-to-day business, it totally saves tons of time and manpower. It's so much more efficient, and the accuracy is the most important part. You're going to be doing a QC possibly on your data before you upload it into the system versus relying on somebody to actually key it. Long fingernails nowadays, getting it wrong, not getting it right, and then not knowing that you had it wrong, and then having a 2-step QC process. Basically, you could take the data preliminary, QC it, and then make sure you bulk insert it, and it has more accuracy and saves time.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, folks, I continue to come to you with more examples of the efficiency gained behind utilizing Mortgage Machine. This just so happens to be the bulk insert is one of the really cool parts of this LOS that that everyone I talk to, no matter what role they play, really rave about the bulk insert. So thank you for your time today, Melissa. You've been very helpful. Appreciate you showing it to us, and it was impressive. So thank you, everybody, and y'all have a wonderful day. Thanks, Melissa.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.